So today we are talking about the best exercise to lose belly fat. Now, you might be saying, well, there is no magical exercise, and you're correct. If you want the best, absolute quickest way to target belly fat, guess what? You're going to have to go out and get liposuction. But we're going to do the scientific approach here and show you how you can really lose your belly fat and fat off the rest of your body. So first thing I'd like to mention is, again, there's no magic exercise. This topic was actually a question that was brought to us. It is a heavily searched topic on the internet, which is why we kind of chose this as the title to bring you here and really educate you so you can lose your belly fat. So when it comes to targeting fat on your body is a whole organism. It's very difficult and very hard to target one little part of your body and say, I want to lose fat right there. What's going to happen in your fat loss journey is that you're going to lose fat everywhere. You're going to lose it in your face. You're going to lose it in your arms. You're going to lose it in your thighs. You're going to lose it in your belly, and so forth. But now there are things that can help target and make sure that you are doing the most that you can do to target your core area. So with regard to working out, even this goes for women too. There's no gender-specific workouts. I want you guys to focus on compound movements, your squats, your deadlifts, your overhead presses, things that, when I say compound, what does that mean? Multi-joint exercises. In a squat, your hips are bending, your knees are bending, you have ankle flexion, you're coming back up. It's not an isolated movement. That's the polar opposite of compound. You're not doing a bicep curl. Only my elbows moving, only my biceps contracting. Compound, multi-angle, multi-joint. Now, with your ab workouts, there's really four main areas that you should be focusing on when it comes to your ab workouts that you could pretty much do every other day. So first up, we have a plank movement. You can do different variations. So plank, you're going to put down your forearms on the ground, and you're going to kick out your toes on your tippy toes. And it looks like almost like a push-up starting position, but you're on your forearms. That's the best way I can describe it. And then you're going to hold that. It is a static contraction. You're holding that. You're making sure that your butt doesn't drop all the way to the ground. You're keeping your hips up high. And you're going to do time yourself and then kind of beat your time each time. And then that's going to be great for core, both front and back activation. Next up, weighted crunches. So why weighted crunches? You can't just do a million crunches and expect your core to be as strong as it can. Just like your other muscles, in order for them to adapt, they need a stronger stimulus to adapt to. So when you do the machines, this is what I recommend, is the one that you kind of grab overhead, you crunch down with lifting up your knees a little bit at the same time. You usually can put some weights on that. You don't have to go super heavy, but you should do a weight because it adds more than just your body weight, and that's going to equal a better core activation, more definition, more fat burning. And then now your obliques. Your obliques are on the side of your muscle. Most of the machines that I just mentioned, you could also turn it to the side and kind of crunch down. When you're crunching down at an angle or doing where you on a back extension machine and you're on to the side and you're lifting yourself up, you're activating your core. You can actually keep your hand there during the movement and you'll feel the side of your abs tightening up. And the last one will be leg lifts. You hang from something and you don't keep your legs perfectly straight when you do your leg lift because that engages a lot of the hip flexors and it makes your abs work less. What you want is a slight bend in your knees. I look like a T-Rex right now, but I can't lift my knees up. So these are your knees, these are your feet, and you keep a bend in them, and you picture strings attached to your kneecaps, and those are pulling you up. You start the movement there, you'll feel it a lot more in your abs, less in your hip flexors. So you do those four things, let's say 3 sets of whatever. Make yourself work. Only you know what your body's used to. So if it's easy, do more. Whether it's more weight, more reps, more sets, or in a shorter amount of time. Play around with those variables. Now the cardio, typical cardio, you got your HIIT intervals. HIIT intervals is, I'll just do a simple protocol so this video doesn't go too long. You need high intensity bursts. So let's say 30 seconds of all out movement, no matter what kind of cardio you're doing. This is a protocol. This isn't a exact workout. And once you're doing for 30 seconds or until you're winded, then you rest for a couple minutes, preferably no more than 2.5 minutes. Let your heart rate go back down, recuperate, get ready for that next all-out 30 to 45 second crazy balls to the wall intensity. Your heart rate's through the roof, and then you come back down. And then you do that, and each time you go all the way up and come all the way back down, that's one cycle. Time yourself by, or keep count of how many cycles you're doing, and increase those cycles. Always follow up with a cool down, and before you start, always do a warm up. Now diet. Calorie tracking, I'm sorry guys, you're not going to be able to effectively lose all your belly fat unless you focus on your diet. You have to start, most of the time, you have to start calorie tracking. Download MyFitnessPal app. Get used to what you're eating. Find your starting caloric range. I've done a couple of videos on that. Search our channel, subscribe to our channel, and search. I'm telling you, there's a lot of good stuff out there. Then focus on macros. Once you have your calories in place, focus on your macronutrients, your protein, fat, carbs. And then there's one part that I like to call winging it. Winging it is a less strict, less structured approach where you just focus on your calories and your protein. And the fat and carbs fall where they lie. It's just a little bit easier. Supplements. Okay, so a lot of people love CLA. CLA, for some reason, it kind of helps target more of the fat that is around your midsection. Yohimbine is another one. It has to do with the receptors that it attaches to. It's very high, usually in high estrogen-related fat stores, aka around your belly. Acetyl L-carnitine, great for increasing fat utilization as energy. And, of course, fat burners as a general topic, which I did a video on the top 5 fat burners in 2017. Maybe we could drop a link below. But that's going to help with mood support. That's going to help with appetite suppressant. That's going to help with increasing the thermodynamics, aka how many calories you burn at rest. That is an all-encompassing picture right now. I know it was pretty quick. I just didn't want to draw this video any further. Any questions you want me to dive into more specifically or get more involved, leave them below. We'll definitely address them. I'll keep my eye out for them. If you like the video, subscribe to our channel. Give me more questions, more topics, and we'll continue to do this. And as always, thank you for watching.